Good morning, TikTok. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? How is everybody doing this morning? Damn, going it. I left my paper inside. Good morning, TikTok friends and family. Flourish family. Welcome, my friends. Welcome in. We're talking plant care tips today. We've got to get you guys some tips so you guys know what you're doing with your indoor houseplants. And we answer all of your questions as well about your indoor houseplants as well. We have a good time here in the greenhouse. We talk and connect and make other planty friends all right here. Hey, Charlene, welcome in, friend. Good morning. A little on the struggle bus this morning. Got 5 hours of sleep, a whole 5 hours, my friend. They were a delicious 5 hours, let me tell you. So, welcome in, everybody. We're talking plant care tips. I appreciate all of you coming in off the TikTok streets and straight into the greenhouse. We have lots of things we're going to talk about today. Hey, Terry. Hey, Athea. Hey, J-Light. Welcome in, y'all. We're going to focus on the prayer plant today. Prayer plants. Hey, Lisa. How are you, friend? Thank you all for coming in. Good flourishing morning to all of you. New product should be available for all of you to see. If you grab that showcase, let me get a little bit more of my housekeeping things done before we get too far here. Changed up the HTTP a little bit, made it easier for you guys to find some of that plant jewelry and to find those digital products. Plans are in the works for 2026 to add more digital products for you guys. Some are even going to cost you, yes friends, cost you nothing. Thank you all so much for coming in off the TikTok streets and getting nice and nestled into the greenhouse this morning. We are doing the daggone thing on 5 hours of sleep. I'm going to sneeze. Ugh. I like you get a warning sometimes when you're going to sneeze, but man, it still hurts like crazy, right? So come on in, everybody. I'm so glad all of you are here. Oh, I think I'm catching a little bit of a cold. Good morning, Third Eye Organics. We are still doing our love away up here. The bottom two items will get you in the drawing for one of these two products over here from Third Eye Organics. Great product for your plants. Wonderful things to have in hand when you are doing your plants at any time of the year, not just spring, not just fall. They're great for all year round. I'm using them on my plants too. You know, I'm not going to tell you something about a product or show you something that I'm like, yeah, nope, not happening, never used it, don't like it, any of that stuff. If I'm showing it to you, I am liking it. All right. So definitely highly recommend the Third Eye Organics products. Need to get a goal on up here. Don't have one right now. Goodness gracious, we are running behind today. Let's see. Let's do. There we go. Get that one up there. Yeah, show Third Eye Organics. Lots of planting love. Good morning, Maxie. How are you? Neo King, the first one up in the room this morning with that daily. How many of you are finding, hey, the sun is out a little bit earlier? We're moving our way up to that to springtime. It's gonna happen, y'all. King Neo. Oh dang it, I left that other thing in the house too. Dang on it. Neo leveled up to level 6. Let me just put him right over there. Thank you for your daily Third Eye Organics, aka Clayton. Thank you so much. Thank you for those finger hearts, my friend. Thank you, thank you. You're probably going to come the title gifter if you keep going with them bad boys. And there isn't anything wrong with that. We're working on filling that gift gallery. A lot of hosts fill that whole gallery on Mondays. We have only filled it twice since June. But hey, it's a goal. It's up there. We're working on it. We're doing all the things. That is what we do. We've got the Love Away stuff over here. I've got my pen and paper ready for you guys to send those bottom two items over there to get registered. I sent pictures and confirmations to Jason and Grammy Marty yesterday. Here's their tickets that are going to go into the bag for the drawing so that they can get those, get registered for those products right over here. As far as Flourish Plant Care goes today, we have lots to do here in the greenhouse. We have plant bingo tonight at a location. And I've got to take care of one store that I missed yesterday because I just ran out of steam. Yep, and I ran out of hands yesterday too. We did all the things. The hubby went with me and we got some great planty prizes for the plant bingo tonight, so I'm excited for that. Looking to bring plant bingo a little closer to home for my Hopewell girl, so yay. Working on finishing up a contract to bring plant bingo in person in the Tri-City area January, February, March, and April, my friends. Won't that be fun? And we might do some plant bingo again with some super fans in the near future as well. Let's work on that super fan status though. We are looking for 4 more people to join that, to come in off the TikTok streets and outside of into the greenhouse and become a super fan. You get more bang for your buck than you can ever know. That would be so fun. I can post it in yep. Girl, as soon as I get everything firmed up, I'm not speaking a word about when or where or what is in the works, but when it happens and we get it all firmed up, you will be one of the first people to know, okay? So, yes, I will let you know. Shoot, I'm on the wrong device. I can't send a message into the house. It's all right. I hope everyone had a great Monday. Tell me what you've got going on in your urban jungle. Drop those questions down into the box. Come on, TikTok. Bring me the people that need help with their plant care tips. That's what we're here for. That's what we're working on. We're 2 minutes away from being 10 minutes of live. Swiping and scooping and swooping and all kinds of things. And we're 2 minutes away from reaching that 10 minutes. And in the first 10 minutes, you need to get to 10,000. That's our goal every day, the first 10 minutes to get to 10,000 sprinkles of love up there. I need help with my string of things. Well, girl, I am here for you. String of things are very succulent in nature. You want them to dry out 50% in the summer, 100% in the winter, and you want to make sure this is the biggest misnomer when it comes to string of things. Everybody hangs them in their window and loves to have them all hang down very pretty, right? The problem is you hang them too high in your window. Bring them down so that the top of the pot can see a wide view of the sky, my friend. That will definitely help you with your string of whatever you have. Those are so important to bring them down to that level. I know it may not be ideal because of how long the strings get, but they need to see the sun or they will struggle. They will be on the struggle bus, and it sounds kind of like what you're saying, or the issue is based on that comment right there. So everybody makes that mistake. They love to have them hanging way up high. They love to see all the strings everywhere, and that's great and wonderful, but put it up, bring it down, get it low, girl, get it low. My husband turned the ceiling fan on in here, and I'm glad I got this thick thing on because I feel the breeze on my face, and Lord, I'm gonna have to zip it up. It's supposed to be pushing the heat down. I think it's just pushing cold air around. I'm just saying. So how many of you want to get some Third Eye Organics for free in your home, sent right to you? The bottom two items here, if you send either one of those to this live anytime between now and the end of Friday, it could be once, it could be 10 times. I'm not going to stop you. You will be put in for the registration to get those items, okay? So far, it's going to be an easy choice for both products. So, because we don't have many registrations here, but we will get there. We will get it done. All will be well with the world. You ordered some and you can't wait, girl. I feel ya. I love it. I'm happy with the product. I obviously am if I'm promoting it and giving it away. So I want all of you to experience too. And I know Clayton is over there in his did you, J-Light? Did I miss your hey Chantel, welcome in, friend. We're doing a love away over here. These items right here, the bottom two, get you into the drawing for some biochar down here from Third Eye Organics, or up here, the Bugnetics. So, oh, well then, girl, you didn't include that in the email to me. Okay, I missed you then. So we gotta fix that. We gotta get J-Light ready to go. All right, so you know me, I'm always using scratch paper in the greenhouse because I keep forgetting to bring a notepad out here just so I can rip it all up for all the little things I gotta write down, and the notes to myself and all the things. I usually write notes and then leave them out here. That's just, you know, the way it goes. But at least, hey, I know where they are and I can find them when I need them. So J-Light, and she did the bug. So there we go, friend. There's your ticket in. Put you right over there. Thank you very much. All right. So you're welcome, friend. Thank you for the finger hearts. Thank you so much. We're working on that goal up there. And if you send 6 of them, then you became the title gifter over in the gift gallery. That's another love away situation over there as well. All right, let's see. What else have we got going on? We're talking about prayer plants today. That is going to be our main focus. But of course, we'll answer any and all questions you guys have about your indoor house plants. So if you have questions, we got 16 people up in the room. Drop your question down here, but don't forget to give a follow up here. That's so important for later. Thank you all. You're scared of the prayer plants? Girl, you are missing out on some beautiful plants. Let me ease your fears, my friend. All right, let me ease those friends. It's okay. Grammy, welcome in, friend. Good morning. Oh, yay, I unalive them particular plants till you flourish. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here, super fan Third Eye, and that they are now flourishing in your greenhouse. So good morning. Hey, Nan, I saw you just fly in. Let's see, who else is here? Goodness gracious. We got a whole boatload of people up in here. Welcome in, everybody. Here's our flash goal. That's kind of what I was waiting for. I knew the minute I walked away, it would pop up. 12 gifters. That'll be easy peasy. We're looking for the love you so much. 12 of them this morning. Hi, Lindsay. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Thank you all for that. Easy peasy for those bad boys. Look at you guys knocking that thing out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When flash goals are done in a room and you can knock them out within 5 minutes of it becoming live, you actually help the host and you help yourself if you're looking for more friends to have in a room to get another push. Oh, yay, Jay Light. Yay, my friend. I'm going to pin that right up there. Superfan Jill in the house. So, prayer plants and calatheas. A lot of people group them into one category, and that's perfectly okay to do because they're cousins, they're relatives. They can be grouped together. A lot of their care instructions are very similar, and it's perfectly fine to do. My favorite thing to do, though, with a calathea is this. Let me grab this guy down here. Let's take a look at him. I think he needs a little more light based on what I'm seeing here. But we're gonna hook him up. All right. So what we've got here is a white fusion calathea. This guy was on the struggle bus when he first came to the greenhouse. He might look a little more struggly to you when you see him right now. But thank you for the shares, my friend. Thank you, thank you. But he is way better than he used to be. Number one, he's no longer living in soil. He only lives in 100% water. He is water cultured. I'm gonna add some more water to him. It's just rainwater. I'm gonna take him out so you guys can see these roots on here. There's lots of new growth coming. Got a nice good chunk right here. But yes, he only had one leaf when I took him out of the soil. He is doing really well. He might look kind of funky and sad right now. I think his water level got a little low and he might be getting a little cold where he's sitting, so I definitely will be moving him. Welcome, welcome everybody. The glass itself has a green tint to it, so don't panic over that. But the roots do have a little bit of algae on them. We can fix that by giving him a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. And we're just going to give him a capful of that. Come on. There we go. That'll help put some oxygen right back in the water for him and help him thrive a little bit more. He's also been an indirect view of the sky. I am going to move him on over to a wide view of the sky to help him since he's on the struggle bus. When your plant is not doing well, giving them more sunshine helps ease their stress. We need 4 more of those flash goals up there if you guys can help. Travis will reach level 12. So yes, my friend, congratulations there. Sociology doctor, welcome in. Third Eye Organics says, I got level 16. Way to go, my friend. Superfan Nan in the house. So if you have a calathea and you are struggling because they are a very thirsty girl, take all the soil off of them and put them in something that can give them water culture and allow that to be the way you treat them. You just have to keep the water level above the root line and they will thrive. Calatheas, by the way, are pet friendly. So have no fear if your pets decide to nibble on them. It's perfectly fine. I'll put him down here. They don't have the crystals in their leaves, so it will not cause any problems there. Thank you for the rose, my friend. So there's your first plant care tip of the day, my friends. It is to water culture your calatheas, okay? Water culturing your calatheas is so important. If you are on the struggle bus with them, or if they're just not one of your favorites, but you think they're pretty and you just don't know what to do with them, they will definitely help you. Lindsay, thank you for the finger heart. We need 4 more. Love you so much up there for the flash goal. We got 36 people in here. I'm sure that somewhere in that 36 people, we can find 4 people to help us reach that goal. So go on and step up to the plate, y'all, and help us with that goal. If you don't know how to do that, just go ahead and touch the screen right where that flash goal is, and it will prompt you on the item you need to purchase. And you can get that in there, okay? Thank you so much for your heart, my friends. Thank you for all those love you so much as Lindsay. Thank you, thank you. Is hydrogen peroxide okay to put in any H2O prop? Yes, but just a capful. That's all that you need, regardless of how much or how big your vessel is. A little dab will do ya on them bad boys. That is for sure. So just keep that in mind, okay, my friend? And it's not something you want to do extremely often. Thank you for the daily, Nan. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. You can use too much. That's why I said just a capful, maybe once a month if you see algae growing, because it puts oxygen back in the water that the algae is taking over. You can always take your plants out and rinse it off really good to help remove algae as well with like your sprayer on your kitchen sink or something like that. That helps too. You can also you can also do the hydrogen peroxide and the rinsing at the same time. It helps out tremendously as well. So yes, all those things will help with your plants. The more light your plant is going to get when it's in water culture, this is a great plant care tip to use the hydrogen peroxide, because the water and the light will make algae. So that's how that happens. So it's all good to do that. Yes, get rooted, J-Light, get rooted. We need 3 more, you guys, just 3 more up there. Who is going to be my dynamic duo of 3? For those of you who've been in the greenhouse for a little bit and you know who Lenny is, we got update pictures on Lenny yesterday. He is settling in just perfectly with his 2 new brothers who are 12 and 16. Lenny is a 4-legged, 6-month-old foster pup that we had, for those of you who don't know who I'm speaking about, and he just went into a adoption trial with a new family on Friday, and he seems to be loving life and getting very, very spoiled. He took his first trip to PetSmart yesterday and picked out his very first toy, which was a Woodstock. Let's see. Is it okay to use Fluval and perlite? I have 1 pot that is growing algae. I don't know much about Fluval. I know Fluval as a aquarium product. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. And perlite is perfectly fine. But algae growth is going to be because of the amount of sun and water. All right. That's why you have an algae bloom. To get it under control, pull the plant out, rinse those leaves off or those roots off very, very well, warm water preferred, and then add that capful of hydrogen peroxide. That will definitely help as well. Do his new siblings adore him? They're not fans. Let's just say they're not fans. They're 12 and 16 years old, 4-legged guys. They are like ready to just chill. And he's like a 6-month-old puppy. He's like, hello, let's play. My name's Lenny. I'm all in your face. So yeah, they will learn to adjust to each other. It will all be fine. Their parents are working hard at making them connect and do all the things. Grammy, thank you. Putting you in for Bugnetic, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Let me grab my scratch paper here and get Grammy on here. Grammy Marty is hedging her bets. Hi, Chantel. How are you, my friend? All right, Grammy, going in for Friday's drawing right there. I swear I'm going to get something better than my scratch paper all the time. We need just 2 more of those up there, folks. Just 2 more. That would be fabulous so we can knock that goal out. Let me grab it. Let's see if I can pin it again. It only lets me pin every so often. 2 more of these. Click on that right down there. Just touch it with your finger. It will tell you what you need to do to send it. 1 per person is all that will count, but we need 2 different people who have not helped us out from the TikTok streets yet, okay? So help us out. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Nan, how you doing, Nan? Thank you for the 2026s, friend. Charlene, thank you for the love you so much. Appreciate you. I'm so sorry I had a smoker lid fall in with a Chantel girl. Take care of yourself. I'm sorry. I know that hurts. I use 1 tablespoon of biochar in my water props. Speeds the rooting process. Yes, it does, my friend. Yes, it does. Grammy Marty, thank you for the love you so much. And Nan, appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you love this life. We need just 1 more of those love you so much from someone who hasn't given one yet. If you've given one, hold your coin. It's only 1 coin. Hold your coin and let's get someone. It has to be from someone. TikTok does not count it if it's not from someone who hasn't already done it. So very important to get 1 more person out of these 41 people. We need 1 of you to, yes. Yeah, what you're hearing is to invest in the biochar. And what he's talking about is this product right here. This is the living biochar that you can get from Third Eye Organics. It's with worm castings and microbes. It is part of our Love Away up here. See, the biochar is this bottom item right here. If you send this bottom item to the live, you get registered for Friday's Love Away of the item, and you could win it for free. Hey, that's a good deal. The Bugnetic, I think, if I remember right, correct me if I'm actually, I'll just let Third Eye Organics, who's in the chat down there, tell you the value of each of those items, and you will definitely find that it is worth it to get involved in the Love Away. It only takes 1 item of each if you want both, or just to do 1, and you could be the winner, you know? So yes. Can he come up in a window? We're gonna have him come up in a window on a day when I schedule him, and we're gonna do a Third Eye Organics little like Q&A. We're gonna do that in the future, but I don't want to put him on the spot, number 1, and number 2, I like to plan things, okay? He says his hair's not done. It's all right. Hey, Chantel, I totally understand the whole wrist breaking thing. Can you see it here? Got a nasty scar right here. Motorcycle accident, 9 screws, 12 plates to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That was what, 3 years ago on Thanksgiving. Yep, that's how I spent my Thanksgiving. It was lovely, to say the least. I told my husband I didn't break it. He was with me on the motorcycle, and I said, it's not broken, I just jammed it, I'll be fine. Put a bag of peas on it. Girl, that pain was so bad. Yep, I am. We ride and all the things. My mom got a new hip this year for her birthday. Aw, it's the gift of extra body parts, right? Yep, a bag of peas. You know, I was like just gonna ice it and just be like, move on with my life. No, it was broken. It was shattered. It was, oh, you know, when this girl does something, she goes big. She definitely goes big. Our goal just ended and we missed it by one, y'all. We missed it by one. Ugh, that is so, so sad. But we are not going to miss our plants by one. We are going to take care of our indoor plants. Let me grab that prayer plant. Let's get to it. While I'm doing that, let's get this number right here up to 20K. Can we do it? Who can do it faster? You guys tip-a-tapping or me getting that prayer plant? Let's go. All right, y'all. I have brought my, oh, what in the world now? TikTok, what is your problem today? All right. We're going to see how that turns out. They gave me a no-no because I walked away from the screen. Seriously, TikTok, seriously. So let's see if we can get that fixed. All right, so I'm taking my rubbing alcohol, 70%, spritzing my shears with them because we're going to do a little maintenance on this guy this morning while we talk about plant care tips for your plant, all right? Anything that is unalived, clip it down as far as you can. All right, so we want to go all the way down and clip off anything that is brown all the way down. All right. This is a big, beautiful, this is Blanche, her name is. And we're going to get rid of anything that has unalived itself in the last couple of weeks. She got a little exposed to some cold and I was waiting to see what was going to bounce and what was not. She was a casualty of my daughter taking care of the greenhouse while I was gone. It happens. We don't get too upset about things around here. We just kind of keep on moving. No point in wasting the energy on it. We're just going to clip all of that off. She's going to look so much better here in a hot second. And then we can get down to the nitty-gritty, dirty details of prayer plants. Now this is a red marginata. I'm sorry, not a red marginata. A red prayer plant. And they are sprawlers. They like to spread out wherever they go and do all the things. But they are great communicators with their leaves. They actually, the reason they are called a prayer plant is because they will close up at night and or lower themselves, and they will raise themselves in the daytime. If you were to put a camera on them, you would see the movement that you get from them. All right. Oop, missed one. Got it. All right, so now that we've got all of that off of there, this is what they look like. They got beautiful reddish backs, but then they have the red veins. That is your red prayer plant, and then there's a lemon lime. The lemon lime will have the green that you see down the center here. That will be running through the veins. Very, very pretty regardless of which one you pick. I'm going to check this soil here. It looks really damp. My husband must have been in here. We are going to check this guy here. So you guys can see how big she is. She's quite large. Blanche is a big girl with lots of leaves. And you want them to give you lots of leaves. I will tell you, when this started out, I had 4 stinking leaves. 4. Now look at her. She is doing well. Very, very well. She's very happy. In the summer, usually she'll give me lots of blooms. Those blooms are really insignificant to the plant, and they're very small, little purplish blooms. When you get them, if it's the first time you've ever had yours bloom, enjoy them for a hot second, but then go ahead and clip them off as low as you can. They are just energy vampires to your plant. You do not need them to be sucking energy. You want them to be giving you lots of light, or you want them to be giving you lots of leaves. So important there. All right, so 25% your lemon lime is blooming. That's awesome. 25% in the winter months is what we're going for here. So I'm going to come over to my pot here. My soil line is a pinch underneath this lip, so that'll be my new top when I'm measuring here. Trying to get it so you guys can see. 25% down on this guy would probably be like about there. Okay, so we're going to take our fingers, mark it, push down till we touch the soil, pull it out. Now there is a pinch of soil on there. These are great plant care tips for your prayer plant. 25% is what you need in the winter. You're going to go touch damp in the summertime. See this right here? This is why I moved everything out of the way. This is a whole new shoot coming out that is going to start filling in that side of the plant. It's a whole new, brand new spot coming here. So since she is wet yet, I cannot water her. I will wait 3 days and give her water then, and when I do, she's definitely going to get some biochar. She hasn't had her chance at it yet, but we are definitely going to hook her up with some and make sure that we don't have any issues going on here whatsoever, and get that all taken care of. So and make sure she's got some good healthy roots going into the spring. I'm just pulling out anything that is decaying matter that's fallen on top of the soil here. Sometimes you get, you know, a leaf or two, and I just like to pull them out so that we have no matter up there at all. So thank you, TikTok people, for popping into the room. I appreciate you. My name is Sara Lynn. I own Flourish Plant Care. I provide you with plant care tips. In addition to selling plants and writing ebooks, I give you plant care tips. So hopefully you guys are liking what you're seeing here. Maybe I saw someone say earlier they're scared of the prayer plant. There's nothing to be scared of. They love an indirect view of the sky. They like 25 and damp touch soil. They're very easy to care for. They definitely will communicate with you when they are not happy. Here's another leaf coming right here. It's going to emerge out. That's just beautiful. So we will definitely have to check back with this guy in next week or so, or the second week of the new year, and see how this new growth right here is doing. Definitely will be happy plant. These guys, like I said, their leaves will stay like this, and then as the sun goes down, they will come up. You know, Neo King, it's okay. You come to my lives and you want even more plants. It's okay. I got 600. When you beat me, then you can stop. All right. Until then, keep going. All right. Your prayer plant was doing great. I think I haven't watered enough. Well, now you know how to water it, Jill. Was it Jill? Yep, Jill Jill Jam Diamond. Cool. Welcome to the room, friend. Do they like to be root bound? Not necessarily, but you always want to make sure that the pot is 2 inches bigger than the root ball is. This guy will definitely get a repot this spring. It has not been repotted in 2 years, and I will. Yes, it was, Neo. It was, and I happen to have them for you as well. So let me see if they all populated over here like they should have last night. I made use of my time and not being able to sleep, and I thought I put them in here. Maybe they didn't come through yet. Let's see. We have this one. It's very similar to this. Let me put some stuff down in the cart for you. I can't see if you're saying anything or sending anything, so just hold up. Bear with me. I'll catch up. I hate that I can't find things. Come on, TikTok, do better. All my begonias moved over. That's good. Oh, we got Sigonium Godzillas available now. If you're looking for Gloriosums, they're available right now. I don't have any here in the greenhouse to show you, but I will push them on down there for you guys. They are a little bit higher price point, but they are beauties as well. So, hey Jill, thank you for the finger hearts. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And we achieved the goal. Way to go, everybody. Thank you, thank you. And we got a new title gifter. That'd be Jill. Way to go, my friend. Way to go. Let's add a new goal on up here. Let's accomplish that one, because you guys are doing awesome this morning. Let's see. This one right here. That one up there. We have the Rosa up there. Sniffle Savior reached level 4. How you doing, Sniffles? I haven't seen you in a long time, girlfriend. So yeah, this is the prayer plant. This is the red prayer plant. You can get them in lemon lime, and like I said, the lemon lime, the red is what you see in the veins. The lemon lime will be this lemon lime color running through the veins. Thank you for the Rosa, my friend. So lots going on the screen for you guys to look at, be a part of, decide how you want to contribute. I hope that you will at least contribute a follow and a daily at bare minimum, but always get in on the fun with everybody else and check out things. Look at J-Light becoming the title gifter. We are still in the campaign for my agency, and we are still sitting pretty at number 11, but we are only 125 points away from number 10. We can taste it, y'all. We can taste it. And when I say points, that means like the Rosa is 10. So every time you send one of those, it's 10 points. That helps move us up. 100 points away. We can do that, don't you think? Jilly Jam, thank you for your daily, my friend. So this is the prayer plant. Red, beautiful red veins. They do move with the sun. If you were to put a camera on them, you would see the movement. Maybe you'll notice it if you don't watch him all day, but if you sit and stare at him, you're probably not going to see the movement. It's very, very slow at times. Like damp soil in the summer, 25% dry in the winter. Yes, and if you want to know my little trick to how these are, to remember all this information, that would be this. I use masking tape. All right. And what I do with my masking tape is, I lose my pen. No, here we go. I put SW. And I put damp and 25. And then I put ID off to the side. Now, if this was in a nursery pot, which it's not, this guy is planted straight into this pot, I would put this in the nursery pot so that when I lift it out, I can see the directions. But otherwise, I just put him right on the side of my pot. If it's not in a nursery pot, thank you for your daily and the roses, Lynn. Thank you, friend. We did it. We moved up to number 10, y'all. Way to go. I told you we could do it. Now, let's shoot for, number 9. Number 9 is going to be a stretch. We need 2,000 points to get there. But I think we can do it if we work together. We have until the end of the year. We're pushing towards place number 5 in the campaign. But a little dab will do you every day, every time we work on it. You know, masking tape, cheap, easy thing to do. Great way to keep track of all of your plant care tips. And like I said, you can put it, I put it like, see, I put it right on the nursery pot. And then when I put it in a decorative pot, you don't see it anymore. It's not unsightly. It's not that big of a deal. So thank you all so much for coming in, checking us out. TikTok, thanks you for coming over this way, checking us out. This is the prayer plant. We talked about them briefly yesterday, and I said, you know what? We haven't really delved into these guys. Today was a perfect day to do that. So I'm glad you guys were here for the prayer plants. They do pray. That's why they have that name. We need 2 more up here, and then we kick that one to the curb, you guys. So there you go. Who is going to oust J-Light from her title gifter spot of the roses? Is she going to retain it? Who's going to just go, nope, I did more than you, and boost her on out? Look, closed mouths don't get fed. You guys did it. Thank you, everybody, to J-Light, Lynn, Third Eye, and Charlene. Thank you. Thank you all so much for that one. We're going to put a new one on up here now. All right. It's breakfast time, y'all. It's time for donuts. Bring on the donuts, you guys. I'd be hungry. I did not eat this morning. I should have. I did bring my tea out, though. And I don't know what tea it is, but the hubby made it. I'm good with it. He ain't Hebrew, but he brews me some tea, you know. He's amazing. So who else has questions about prayer plants? Who now has confidence to go ahead and pick up some prayer plants? What does this say? Oh, it was approved. Ha ha! My appeal got approved, y'all. Because I did nothing wrong. It's not a big deal to walk away from the screen. Please, these people do it all the time. How come I get a ding ding for it? Look at you, Travis. Look at you. 400 minutes, my friend. That's amazing. You keep going. I have one of these and I keep getting crispy leaves. Increase your humidity, my friend. That doesn't mean run out and get a humidifier. Put them on a humidity tray. They will do well, or group them together. Is your Krista, is your plant sitting by itself, or is it with a bunch of others? If it's with a bunch of others, push them closer together. They do very well in group settings. They're not loners. They like to be very, very close. I have always unalived them, but I know how much water now. There you go, my friend. There you go. Welcome in, Monica. Hey, thank you for the likes, Lynn. I appreciate you. My Maranta lemon lime is my favorite. These are just great plants. They're one of my favorites to demonstrate about what your plants do at night. Definitely a plant care tip resource is these guys here for nighttime plants because their leaves move. I really probably need to put a time lapse on these guys so you guys can see the movement. It is quite miraculous. Yep. Does that help you, Krista? Do you know how to make a humidity tray? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yep. She bloomed, AZ Mama. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while either. Absolutely. Great. Fabulous. Perfect. Hey, Wicked. Thank you for checking things out. The Maranta, for some reason, was not approved by the time I went live this morning. So it's not down there in the shopping cart. But you can definitely get it over on the HTTP if you want to hop on over there. Almost finished unpacking. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear it, my friend. Happy to hear it. Thanks for popping in and spending some time with us this morning. I appreciate you. Come on in out of those TikTok streets, my friends. Come in and get some plant care tips. We are talking about all things plants this morning, but we're focusing on the prayer plant and the calathea. Because did you know when you have them, you have a family reunion going on? They're cousins to each other. The Zirconium Godzilla I do not have in greenhouse right now, Wicked. Sorry. I don't have it in the greenhouse right now. But I just listed her last night, so I wanted to make sure everybody got to see them on the shop. So, all right, Maddie. That is not appropriate, friend here. Thank you. Let's see. How to make a humidity tray. Sure. Let's go back to that real quick in the comments. Let me put this guy down so I have some room on my teeny tiny potting bench. So a humidity tray can be something as simple as a paper organizer here that I picked up from the local, how do I want to say it? Bullseye store. Do you guys know what I'm talking about there? The French étage per se. But you guys can get these guys anywhere. I know they have them even in the TikTok shops as well. It's just a paper organizer for your desk is all it is. Yep. You got it, Eleanor. You got it. I can't say the word or they give me a ding ding on here and I don't know why. So you can use this. You can use a boot tray for those of you who are northern. Most of my northern people know boot trays. They have the nice lip on them and they already have a step in here for you when they have the little ridges on there. That works perfect. So either one will work. Anything like this can be made into a tray, a saucer, a plate. All those types of things can also be used. So the next thing you're going to want is either some river rock or aquarium rock, whatever you want. Unless you're using the boot tray, you don't need that and it has the ridges, okay? But you're going to put your river rock or aquarium rock. We're going to talk about this one first. Put that in there in a very thin layer. Holiday food trays. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You know, I always have that one Tupperware that I lose the lid for. That then becomes my humidity tray. Put your thin layer on top. Put water in it just so it barely comes over the top of whatever you're putting down there, okay? So it might be very, very little if you're using aquarium rock, but it's enough, okay? So then once you have your water in there, start piling in your plants. Group them together, like we said. When you group them together, they create more humidity as well, being grouped together. But then you've got the added bonus of them having that water underneath them, and that is perfect for the humidity to level up. They're not sitting in that water, because remember, you're not like soaking, you're not putting a large amount of water. It's just coming over the rocks. It is just creating that perfect spot for them. Hey Tina, welcome in. Floor to ceiling windows, unfortunately, it's the driest room. So get a humidity trays going, or put tables and put boot trays on them. They're much bigger. So if you have the boot tray, which I use for repotting purposes, I use for humidity trays, I use it for butt chugging. Okay, so with the boot tray, see the little ridges in there? You're going to want to put enough water to just cover the top of those ridges. It's not a lot of water you're putting in there. It's just creating humidity. So look how, I mean, you can put a whole lot of plants on this guy. And then when it's time to butt chug them, after you've checked them, you can pull out the ones that don't need it, set them off to the side, fill this thing with water. You could do the same thing with the other tray. Pull out anything that doesn't need it, put the ones that do, pour the water in there, let them soak it up. And when there is just a little bit of water left in the bottom, you still have your humidity tray. And they've gotten their water, and you didn't have to do a whole lot of work in addition. How is that for time saving, budget saving, and just makes good sense? Boot tray, yep, I use it for potting right here on my bench. You see I've got one down here as well. All great tips and tricks. I have 600 plants. I do not have the finances to be wasting on all the latest, greatest gadgets and gizmos. There are very few actual things that I will say, purchase this, and it'd be extremely costly outside of a plant. I'm just saying. A lot of my pots come from the Goodwill, and I use them, and that just works. Honestly, Carolyn, welcome in, friend. Hey, Miss Gussie. If your roots are reaching out from the bottom of the pot, yes, it's time to repot, but can I beg you to hold off until spring? Those plants are not going to be hurt by waiting till spring, but yard sales, great spot to do them. But if you wait until spring, you will decrease your likelihood of getting root rot and having your plant go into shock. All right. Plants go into shock when they're repotted, so you can decrease your chances. Hey, Miss Cleo, welcome in, friend. Hey, Gloria. By allowing them to just stay where they're at till spring when we have more sunshine, and that will reduce their stress level the more sunshine. I don't know about you, but my stress level definitely goes down when I'm out on the beach and soaking up all the rays, my friend. I am not a cold girl. I am a warm girl. Thank you for your daily, Krista. I appreciate you. Is that for all plants or mostly plants? Which tip? The humidity tray, you can use it for any plant that is giving you humidity issues. Here's the reason why I do not recommend humidifiers in your home, all right? And most people probably haven't thought about this, but it's one worth thinking about. When you put a humidifier in your home and use it for more than just like to get rid of your cough and cold type of thing, you're using it all the time, high excessive, raise the humidity in your home. You are creating mold spores in that device. I don't care how well you clean it, you are still gonna have mold growing somewhere. It may be in the humidifier, it may be on your wall, it may be in your insulation, it may be in the paint. It will grow, and if it's growing in your home, it's now causing respiratory issues, not only for you, but did you know your pets are highly susceptible to mold? So if you have four-leggeds in the home, thank you for the donuts, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Thank you for your daily S&W and the rising star, Carolyn. Thank you so much, my friends. I love it. Honestly, Carolyn has become the title gifter 10 times. Holy buckets, my friend. Way to go. All right. Humidifiers cause black mold, definitely. So unless you like bleach, which also causes more respiratory issues, you do not want to have all that extra humidity in there. Grouping them together helps natural humidity for your plants, won't create black mold, number 2. And the humidity trays are so easy to do. Why not use them and do them? You can find things, are aesthetically pleasing. The clear trays work. The boot trays, if you don't mind the look of them, they work too. Use old saucers or old dishes that maybe you don't have the rest of the set or something broke or whatever. They work too. Go to the thrift store. Go to the yard sales. Go to all the different places. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you for the 2026s, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Yep, them humidifiers are definitely, they're great for, when you have a cold and you need to use it for 1 or 2 weeks to help your lungs and all that, things like that. That's important and that's fine. But when people use them all the time, and I see all these people, Planty Christie, thank you for your daily friend. Thank you for the rose and the donuts, guys. Thank you, Shelly and Charlene. Oh, there's a toughie to say back to back. Shelly and Charlene. When you use a humidifier and you're putting them at things on blast and you're just, it looks like fog in your home because you got the humidity so high, you're creating bigger problems. Who wants to re-drywall their house? Not me. Who wants to repaint their house? Not me. Who wants to be scrubbing with bleach once a week? Not me. So, think about those things. They have ramifications on your biggest purchase of your life, your home, my friends. Just keep that in mind. If you still feel compelled to go get a humidifier, you do you, boo. I'm just saying these are things you need to think about when it comes to humidifiers. I do have a video about how to make drainage holes in bowls, cups. I even do them in teapots. Do I know my teapot? I did. I had a teapot up here for the longest time. Teapots make great pots for your plants as well. Keep stuff out of the landfills and reuse things. And it's easier on your pocketbook. You should not be going broke for your urban jungle, my friends. It's really that simple. That is what I'm here for. I have a greenhouse of 600 plants. So I definitely know what I'm talking about. I wrote a ebook, 70 plus pages that you guys can get picked up for over on the HTTP. All the things. These are great resources for you to have as well. And I'm here 6 days a week, live on TikTok at 8 a.m.-ish. And I'm usually here for about 2 hours. I know you can't stay the whole 2 hours. If you do, I'm happy to have you. But grab that tea, grab that coffee, take the day off, call in sick to work, whatever you need to do. But come get your plant care tips straight from someone who definitely has proven and walked the walk and talks the talk when it comes to plants. I see a lot of people on here who sell plants, but they're not giving you the plant care tips. HTTP. Does that help you, Nan? Flourish, plant care. Hey, J-Light. Punctuation mark. Okay. COM. Hey, Anita. Welcome in, friend. You got HGTV on the brain, Nan. I know you. You're probably one of those that watches that those shows religiously. My husband does. It's all good. Yep. It's all good, my friends. It's kind of like a QVC without the buy-in, right? It's just great places to watch and get great ideas. just like what you do here. Good morning, Calvin. When did you sneak into the greenhouse? So thank you all for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for getting all of your plant care tips. I do have the shopping cart on today, a couple of items down there. Not all of them I can show you. I don't focus on selling as much as I probably should. Don't tell my husband. Add a few more items to the shopping cart so you guys can see a few more things down there. Keep in mind that if you are in a part of the US that is temperatures below 32 degrees, you probably don't want to be ordering plants right now. Hold off, create your wish list. The plants will still be there when the temperatures rise. All will be fine. But you can always pick up plant jewelry. We have plenty of that. Lots of nice, one-of-a-kind, handmade, small business, supporting two small businesses when you pick up any of the plant jewelry. But if your temperatures are between 32 and 50, that's day or night, my friends, make sure you grab that winter plant shipping protection. That's down there. Very important that get included, or you're going to get a second invoice and your plants will wait until you pay for that second invoice to get that plant protection in there, okay? We have all of that. We even have our own clothing line as well, and you can find that over on the HTTP as well. If you go over to the HTTP, go to the menu on the left and go down to... I just redesigned it last night, so let me get my ducks in a row. Go to the menu on the left and you're going to hit shop all, and you should see plant clothing, plant jewelry, and I made another one, I think. Plant accessories, maybe? Digital products. The ebook is over there. Digital products, plant clothing, and plant jewelry all in one place, and it's over in that left-hand column in the menu for you, okay? $500 comments. Way to go, my friend Clayton. I remember a day when Third Eye Organics came in here and he would just sit and listen to me talk and talk and talk, and he would talk back to me. And he was like, but I don't know how to do anything on here. I don't know how to do all the things you're talking about. And I said, well, I'll teach you, my friend. So hey, April, welcome in, friend. Thank you for your daily. If I mention something and you're like, I don't know what that means, I don't know what that is, ask. I'm happy to teach you not only about your plant care tips, but give you TikTok stuff too. So if you've been in someone else's room and you didn't know what that was, let me know, so I can tell you. All right, we got tip taps up here, 40,000. We've got the donut up here, which is a goal for the room. We also have the other thing. It says a heart up there. It'll say super fan. You can become a super fan. We're working towards 30. If we get to 30 before the end of the year, and time is a ticking, my friends, to get to 30, we will have 2 super fan lives in January, and all 30 are going to get an extra little bonus something from me on top of it. But there's a lot. You have a lot of plants, Shelly, but there's a lot you don't know. There's a lot of plants out there, my friend. I got 600 here in the greenhouse. Just 600. Don't tell my husband. It's only like 700 or 800, but if he hears me say that, he will like probably make me stop buying plants, and I don't know if I can live. So yeah, and then over here, you see these 4 items over here. If you touch the box, it'll tell you how much coin those things cost. And the bottom 2 get you entered into a love-away for some free product. All right? Nan, you don't have 0. TikTok knowledge. You have a lot, my friend. You're already a super fan. You are doing and moving and grooving in these TikTok streets, and all you got to do is just ask questions. I am happy to answer them. Look at April with the gingerbread man. Where's my pen? Let's get her in for the Bugnetics. April, my friend. April, one of our newest super fans. Awesome sauce. Got you down, my friend. I'm still live. I'm still here, Neo. You can't get rid of me that easy, my friend. Right, April, there's yours. Would love to see the fountain that we hear. Sure, we can go over and take a look at that. Give me 1 second, my friend. Let's finish up a few things right here, and then we can go over to it. The fountain that you hear in the background is actually a waterfall to a 500-gallon koi pond that's here in the greenhouse that my husband built. Has about a dozen koi in it. You're fine. You're absolutely fine, Neo. You are more than welcome to bounce in and out. That's why we're here. That's why a lot of things get repeated, because people do bounce in and out. I do know that people don't stay for the whole 2 hours. Those of you that do, hey, my cup needs a refill. You want to go get that for me? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Those of you who can only give me 15 minutes of your time, 30 minutes of your time, I hope that you're learning something in that amount of time. That's really important to me. Look at April leveling up to level 11. I celebrate all those room level ups. You guys will understand that tomorrow. I'm going to show you the new thing that we're rolling out for the new year, but I put it all together yesterday. Charlene became a super fan again. Whoop, whoop, way to go. We are working towards 30. I think you just renewed, probably, right? Yeah, because you were already a super fan, so you just renewed. You helped me save the butterwort. I'm glad, my friend. I'm glad. Let's see. Mandy, welcome in, friend. Thank you for the daily. Yeah, it happens. They expire. You got to renew them once a month, unless you put it on automatic. That's the only way it does that. Look at April becoming the title gifter of the donut. Way to go, friend. Way to go. Yep, more plants all up in the ceiling even. I got them everywhere. We are 4 donuts away from completing that goal. Way to go, my friends. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We are going to give that girl that's in the number 10 spot in the campaign a run for her money. That is for sure. Look at that. We kicked that thing right out the door. Thank you to April, honestly, Carolyn, Third Eye Organics, Charlene, and Lynn for helping us with the donut goal. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all so much. Perfect. 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 We're going to put that right down there. There's our new goal. I'm getting ready to move you guys over to the koi pond so you guys can see that, since someone asked to see that. We are creeping up on the number 10 spot. We had 2,000 points to go when we took over from at 11, and we're moving up to 10. We're down to 1,000 to go. So thank you all for helping us achieve that, and we're pushing our way towards the number 5 spot, or to be in the top 5. All right, so come on over to the koi pond, you guys, and let's feed the little fishies down there. I'm gonna flip you guys around. There they are. They're like, we see you. We're ready to eat. Bring on the food, lady. So there's about a dozen down there. The big white one that you see, she is our oldest and biggest. I forgot to go buy her food yesterday, so she's just going to have to do flakes today. She'll be all right. Hey, Rasta Rhino, welcome in, friend. Neo, I will gladly wait while you get some distilled water. Perfectly fine. So give you guys just a minute to appreciate the fish. We're doing very well today. They're eating well. Show you some of the plants around here as well. Here's the waterfall that y'all hear. There's several plants up in there. Need to add some more cuttings up in there. Thank you, J-Light, for your heart mate. All the different various plants. Got some that are blooming right now, giving us little tiny pieces of color. We got a monstera who's rooting. Got a big old Prince of Orange philodendron. I don't know what I did, but I'm going to have to work with this guy. This is a Japanese maple tree. It's my husband's pride and joy, and I hope I have not unalived that thing because I forget about it. I do. Big guy back there, that is a money tree. When she's not got her gangster lean going on, she stands about 7 feet tall. Got some colas back there, some other ferns. We even got plants down here that are getting rooted into the water as well. There's my big, beautiful oldest fish. She loves nibbling on all things planty. So yeah, and then right here, we've got a goldfish plant. Hoping this guy will bloom this year. They just got some bloom tea, if you know what I mean. Yay. What's the key to the money tree? Well, my friends, that would be, they want indirect view of the sky, number one. So get to their leaf level. What do they see? All right, if this is the leaf level, we got to get down here and look out the window. Do we see a whole sky or just a little bit of sky? They just want to see a little bit of sky, not sun, sky, my friends. That's the important key word there, sky. All right. So number one, that's the first thing. Second thing, they're trees. They have big, thick trunks. They don't need to be watered that often. We're talking 50% in the summer months, 75% in the winter months. Those thick trunks are storing their water. They don't need to be constantly wet all the time. So it's very important that you don't overwater them. That will unalive them quickly. Third plant care tip, and it's a doozy, y'all. Once you put her in a spot, don't move her. They are not fans of being moved around, shuffled around, all the things. So watch where you're putting them, not in a cold, drafty spot or a spot that's going to get too hot, because wherever you put them and they start thriving, don't move them. Stay right there, okay? So does that help you out, AZ Mama? Let me know. Dr. Q, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate you so much for that. Yep, shuffle them around will definitely unalive them in a heartbeat. She has got a terrible gangster lean on her because of where she first was in my sun porch before I moved her to the greenhouse. She kept bending, trying to get to a little more sun. It was indirect, but it was a little too indirect for her liking. And she kept bending. So now we got to lean like this, and she's actually kind of leaning back this way now. I have to rotate her in that same spot to try and get her to straighten her booty up a little bit. Tammy, thank you for the follow, my friend. So yes, hopefully all of those tips and tricks help you. We are here for plant care tips. Even though I have a shopping cart and I have a whole showcase, you can purchase items from me, but that is not the main focus of these lives, at least not yet. We might do some plant lives in the future, or maybe accessory lives, but we're not there yet. I want to get comfortable with the TikTok shop and the showcases and all the things before I start going cray-cray with all of that. And I am kind of a one-woman show here. I do all the plant care, 600 plants. That takes a lot of time. And then I do all the teaching, and I'm here 12 hours a week at minimum, teaching you on here. Then I have my super fans. I give them a good chunk of my time. I still have a house to run, and we foster dogs from a local rescue that saves them from kill shelters. I do have an adult child. She lives with me. She's not special, but boy, is she special. If you know, you know. All the things. So, yeah, we got a lot going on, and I am here for you to answer all of your questions, because I firmly believe in having your plants live for a lifetime, not just a season. The emerald green vine behind me, I'm assuming you're talking about all of this back here. That is just decor. It's just paper. But this over here is all plants. What you see above me is all plants. What you see in front of me, all live plants. All right? Yeah. So just some decor. My daughter threw me a surprise birthday party in the middle of December. And that was one of the pieces of decor she had, so we could take pictures in front of it. And I thought it was just too cute that I brought it into the greenhouse to kind of zhuzh up the place a little bit. So yes, love that as well. Those of you who know my daughter, she popped in the room here a little bit ago. Her name is Maddie. But if you see her, say hi. She loves hanging out. It worked in printing for 17 years. Oh, well, I love it too. That's why I put it up. I probably will move it now that the holiday season is over, because we are Flourish. And if you notice my logo, it looks like the fleur-de-lis. We're coming into Mardi Gras season, so it's probably going to get a little bit of an upgrade back there, and it's going to be all things Mardi Gras. So, yep, working on all that stuff, putting the final touches on sales for 2026. Superfan Live coming up on January 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you are a superfan, mark your calendars for that. You can get registered for that as well. And that is a great great resource for you. When you become a superfan, you get to be a part of those superfan lives. And they are just for the 30-ish super fans that we currently have. They have all gotten the same package. They get discount codes. They get access to me in a super fan only chat. There is a super fan space as well, and I'll tell you how to get to that. There is the super fan lives. We do a minimum of one a month. It's $9.99 to be a super fan. But to get a plant consultation with me for just 30 minutes is $35. $9.99, $35. You tell me which is more cost effective. All right. In addition to that, you getting everybody else who's a part of the Superfan Live, you're getting all their planting knowledge. And we go much deeper into plant care tips and tricks when we do it that way, because people aren't bouncing in and out. They're there for a minimum of the 1 hour. Usually they all stick around, and you might see a plant and go, I would love to have that. Now I know how to take care of it and all the things like that. It's a great tool and resource that I can offer all of you as well. Hey babe, I'm out of the pellets for the big fish. I put the container up there if you want to fill that for me. Mr. Flourish just stepped on in. He ran to the Lowe's. He's getting ready for some home projects and all the things. So yes, welcome in. For those of you who have not met me before, my name is Sara Lynn, and I own Flourish Plant Care. I come on here 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, 8 a.m.-ish Eastern time. I am located on the East Coast, and I ship plants all across the United States. But the bigger thing I do in addition to that is I provide you with plant care tips, tricks, steals, and deals for your urban jungle. All right? We want you to have your plants for a lifetime, not just a season. That's the bigger thing here. That's the bigger picture. If you can take care of your plants You'll probably get more plants. You will get more benefits from your plants. You'll have cleaner air in your home. All plants clean a minimum of 4 square feet per plant. Some will clean more than that, but one plant will clean 4 square feet of air daily. That's a lot. So have better air in your homes, you guys. You don't need to break the bank when it comes to plants. Get your, they bring peace. Watch and learn, Jay Light says, and she has learned all kinds of things in here. She can tell you the plants that she was once scared of, she's no longer scared of. King Neo, look at you with 100 comments. Way to go, friend. So I mentioned that the super fans. I mentioned about super fans, so I'm going to try and show you. Might be kind of hard for me to show you, but because this account is not a super fan. So, all right. If you are a super fan or want to become a super fan, right up here, okay, in the center, right here. See how you have the little heart up there? If you click that, this tells you all about the super fan and how to purchase it. All right. If you already are a super fan, go up to your orange heart at the top where you do your daily. When this pops up, see this word super right over here? Click on that. That will take you to the space. There is questions in there. There's polls in there. All kinds of things that you guys can interact with if you are a super fan. Look at you, Charlene, leveling up. Way to go, my friend. Way to go. Chaz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, my friend, so very much. We do have a new goal up here as well. It is the hand hearts. We're looking for just 5 of those. We can accomplish those in the next 30-ish minutes. That'd be awesome. Thank you for your daily, my friend. April says, hold up, I'm going to level 12. Here we go. Way to go, my friend. To go. For those of you who reach level 20 in the room, you are going to get, you're going to see a little something extra tomorrow. It's going to start tomorrow when we put them out. Thank you for those hand hearts. Thank you, my friend. All right. I saw someone mention something. Saw a ponytail palm for 25 bucks last night. Thank you, Grow in Grace. How are you, my friend? It had 5 plants in the pot. Girl, that was a steal of a deal right there. Palms are very easy to care for, but if you are a pet parent, in addition, be aware many of them are poisonous to our 4-legged friends. So just be careful there. Grow in Grace leveled up to level 12. Way to go, my friend. Way to go. You've been in the fan club for 3 months. That's awesome. April is doing the hand hearts down there. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Does everybody who... Go back and get it. You can always break them up and, you know, make more plants out of that or give them away or, you know, trade them for something else. Always a good deal there. Who else has questions about your plants, has plant care, needs me to explain something? Thank you for the populars. You know we love the populars, my friend. Thank you all so very much for coming in today and helping us out with all the goals. We are trying to get to the number 10 spot in the challenge or the campaign that we're in, and we are slowly creeping up on it. We have a little over 1,000 to go to boost her out of the number 10 spot. How do you separate a ponytail? All right, so ponytail palms, when you separate them, you're going to have to get all the way down into that root. You're going to find that they're connected, and you're just going to break them. Yep. and they will do just fine. I use leca for my humidity trays. Should I boil it first? Yes. Leca always needs to be rinsed and or boiled. I tend not to boil them. I had so many of them kind of like, I don't know, they just didn't do well. So I rinse them off. I put them in a colander and rinse them off really good and let them kind of get resituated. LSU fan, welcome in. Thank you. I hope everybody is having a great Tuesday. And I'm hoping that you all have learned something. If you learned something, tell me what you learned down in the chat. If you have questions about something, or you've just been afraid to ask about a certain plant, let me know. I might have it here in the greenhouse and we can talk about it and walk through all the plant care tips. Tell me the plant that scares you. What plant absolutely scares the bejeebies out of you? Let me know down in the chat. I would love to know. Maybe I can help solve your fears. Super fan is Charlene. Tip tapped right out of the room and she's back. Save your holiday trays. Yep, my bird of paradise is not growing and that scares me. Oh, Dr. Q. Oh, Neil, talking about cactuses. All right. I'm going to do Dr. Q first and then Neo, don't let me forget you, okay? Bird of paradise not growing, that scares you. All right, so they need bright, wide views of the sky if they're indoors. If you put them outdoors, please put them in the shade, under a tree or, you know, on a shaded side of your home, that type of thing. If they're inside, wide view of the sky, number one. Number two, they're very drought tolerant. So you can water them at 50% in the summer, 75% in the winter, okay? My bird of paradise, I think I have two now that are competing to be the tallest ones here in the greenhouse. They are over 4 feet tall, but they can get up to 42 feet tall. I'm sorry, they're over 9 feet tall and they can get up to 42 feet tall. Obviously, they're probably not going to get that big in the greenhouse, or I will have to just do something else with my roof, you know? Other thing I definitely recommend for them is Third Eye Organics has the Flower and Bloom tea. That has worked really, really well with my plants. Highly recommend that. Third Eye Organics is here in the chat. Friend him, follow him. He will hook you up with some great product as well. So those are my tips and tricks when it comes to a bird of paradise. Doesn't matter if it's white or it's orange. The white ones can get up to 42 feet tall. The orange ones, they stay a little on the shorter side, you know, under 8 feet. Usually more like 5 feet, really. Cactuses scare you, Neo. Now that surprises me about you. But you know what? They used to scare me too. So let me grab a few here that I've got over here that I can easily put my hands on. Got a couple different ones. And they probably need to be checked anyway for water. So this is a good time to grab them. All right, so we've got this one here. Hey, Heart Magic, welcome in, friend. He's got some babies down there. They are beautiful, beautiful cactuses here. Where's moss? All right, we'll just grab another one. All right, so with your cactuses, the biggest trick with them is, number one, put them in cactus soil, all right? If you don't have cactus soil and you want to use regular soil, that is completely fine. However, you're going to have to be a little more careful with that, okay? Because it's not going to drain. You want the water to, like, move through the pot, okay? So when you're checking them, summer or winter, that's the best part. They have the same care instruction. Either way, push that stick all the way down to the bottom, pull it out. If there is no soil on there whatsoever, it is time to water this guy. All right, We have this one here. This is a lifesaver cactus. He is very sun stressed. That's why he's purple. That's a good thing. You want that same type of watering. Push it down to the bottom, pull it out. There's nothing on there. It's time for him to be watered. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear this stuff off here. Make some room for them. Wide view of the sky is the name of the game when it comes to cactuses. I put mine at the very tip top part of the shelves here in the greenhouse so that they can get all the wonderful light there is to be had. And I do bottom water them. So I'm going to take my tray here. I'm going to add water to it. I'm going to let them just soak it up from the bottom. Now, when I do this, this is just rainwater that I put in a bottle for when I go to the stores and stuff. I take my rainwater with me to water all the plants. When I do this, I'm going to touch the top of the soil. And when that soil is damp to the touch, that's when I'm going to remove them from the water, from the butt chugging or the water tray, whatever you want to call it, okay? Dr. Q, I hope that that answered all of your questions. And Neo and AZ Mama, I hope that this plant care tips with cactuses will help you. The same applies to just about all cactuses. You want them more dry than more wet. All of these guys, like here, this is, see how thick that is? That is all water storage. You don't want, oh, that's so cool, heart magic. I've never seen that before. I think I popped a lung blowing out though. So hopefully that helps you. Hey Polo, how are you, friend? How are you? Let's see, I'm trying to catch up to everybody. Let's see. Does help you all. What kind of light does a desert rose take? They are a wide view of the sky type of girl. They are a lot like a plumeria in that fact. It's so dry that it's top heavy and keeps tipping over. When I have top heavy plants, I opt to put the decorative pot inside of a heavy, back that up. I put the nursery pot in a heavy decorative pot. Helps it from tipping over. You don't want to up pot it to something bigger because that root ball is probably still very, very small, and you only want them to have 1 to 2 inches bigger than their root ball. That is so very important for all of your plants, not just cactuses, okay? Neo, make sure you go over to the HTTP and get on the newsletter. Some cactuses are going to be coming your way very soon over there as well. Let's see. All right. Who else? Awesome. I use a chopstick and learn checking the water here with you. That's awesome, Neo. That works well. It's proven very, very well. Got to get ready for a coffee date. Ooh, girl, take us with. You know, that'd be great. Coffee houses usually have lots of plants. Check them out. See how they're doing. Maybe they will show you something cool. How do you get desert cactuses to bloom? All right, so desert cactuses, they go dormant in the winter months. So you're not going to see blooms right now. Once that sun gets a little closer to spring, you might start seeing some buds right about then, but they will definitely flourish in the summer months for sure. They want that wide view of the sky. You are like 75 to 100% dry on them this time of year with your watering. But when you do water, make sure you are giving them the Third Eye Organics Flower and Bloom Tea. That helps tremendously with your not only your desert roses, but your plumerias as well. Helps a lot with that. We're working on this goal right on up here. We need 3 more of those hand hearts to knock that one out of the park. We will be here for another 20-ish minutes or so. So let's take care of that. Plant jewelry, yep, also cool. Heather, thank you for the follow, my friend. And thank you for liking the live, Grammy. Thank you so much. Added new plant jewelry just this morning for Valentine's Day. So get that while it's gone. Thank you for those hand hearts, Polo. I appreciate you. Dow 68, thank you for the populars, my friend. I appreciate you so much. So yep, and you should be able to see the new Valentine's Day plant jewelry over in the content as well. Thank you for those hand hearts, April. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. April and Charlene, thank you all for contributing to those hand hearts. I appreciate you guys so very much for helping out with that. Let's see. Got the wrong one. Let's put a new goal up there. Let's see. Let me find it. I really wish there was an easier way to look through this daggone thing when you're looking for something. All right, let's see. I must be missing it. I've gone too far into the box here. Let's see. Let's put this there for a hot second. Not the one I was looking for, but we're going to put that up there for now. Anyway, thank you for liking the live, you guys. Thank you for getting us to 50,000 sprinkles of love up there. Thank you all so much. I'm going to continue to look for the item that I want to be up there, but we've got a temporary one up there for right now. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you for that heart puff, third eye. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, April, Calvin, Charlene. Thank you all so much. We're closing out all of the autumn plant jewelry on there. We're going to be removing all of that from the showcase in the next few days. We're adding in the spring and Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day items. You'll see all that stuff pop up on the HTTP first, and then it will move over to the TikTok shop. Look at you guys accomplishing that heart puff goal. Thank you, Polo, Third Eye Organics, Charlene, and Calvin. Thank you, my friends. Thank you all so very much for that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope all of you are learning some plant care tips while you're here today. Let me know what you learned today or what you would like to learn in the future. I would love to be able to help you out with that as well. Let's see, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. I need that one. Okay. What is new with all of you? How's everybody's plants doing? Have you all survived the holidays? Let's talk about that too. Let's just do that. All right. I'm going to put that one right on up there. Thank you all so much. La Constance, thank you for checking out the product down there in the showcase. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for liking the live and all the heart puffs. Thank you. New goal up there. We have about 15 more minutes or so that we're going to hang around and give you all the plant care tips possible. Charlene says she's recovering. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. Who else is still on the struggle bus from the holidays? Who's looking forward to 2026? How about drop me your Give me one goal that you've got for 2026. It could be plant related, it can be non-plant related, whatever you would like to share. We would love to have you. You got a whale plant for Christmas, Polo. That's awesome. I love whale plants. Let me grab mine and let's talk about it a little bit. All right. Whale plants are cousins to your snake plants or your mother-in-law, your mother-in-law's tongue plant. Here is my whale fin. This guy has given me, I don't know how many babies over the years, but one is always popping up. So tip for these guys is 100% dry. They can handle low light situations for a couple of months, but then if you put them in a bright light, they will recharge. All right, 100% dry is what you want on these guys. These guys are pretty thick. They're pretty hardy. This is all water storage. If yours starts to get a little wrinkly, it's okay. It's just using that water up. You've missed your water window. It might be time to water. So stick that stick in all the way to the bottom. Look at all the soil on there. If you guys were to look at this top, you would be like, that is dry. But way down there, there is still moisture. These guys have big, beautiful roots. I'm talking thick. I'm talking thick roots down there. So definitely don't want to overwater these guys. That's the easiest way to unalive them. If on the edge of your whale fin you get little strings, does it only get one leaf? Yep, it's a whale fin. You can get pups and they will just have the one leaf as well, but that is exactly what they look like, just a whale fin. You'll get these little like strings along the edge here. You can clip those off with scissors really close to the plant. It doesn't hurt them. It's them like shedding because they're growing a little bit. That is the trick of these guys. Whale fin, because it looks like a whale fin. Snake plants, think about it. They kind of look like a snake. They're thin and narrow. Same type of plant care tips for them as well. All right, 100% dry, wide view of the sky. They love it. They will grow faster. They do like to be root bound. So if you happen to get a pup, you can leave it until it gets to about half the size of the mother plant. And when it does, you can pull it out or you can leave it. I've had this guy bow this pot in all kinds of like funky shapes like this because the roots are so big when I get pups in there. I was debating, trying to see here. Let me pull this stained glass out real quick. Let me see if I can pull her out so you guys can see the roots because they are huge. You need one now, third eye, I don't blame you. They are lovely plants. See if I can do this without making a huge mess. Look at those roots. They are bigger the closer you get to the center. They are going to be wide, very wide. All right. That's what those roots should look like. They should be white. White roots are very healthy roots. You guys, we hit 50,000 and no one said a word. What's up with that? Let's celebrate. Mammoth roots, yes. And I was kind of like messing with the soil while we were talking and I could feel a like bulbous down here and we've got a pup coming. I'm going to see if I can push some of this dirt out of the way so you guys can see. I don't want to like totally expose it, but just so you guys can see. They are, see this big spot right here? That is part of the new baby that's coming. And that will just push on through the dirt. And all of a sudden you'll have another one there. So yes, very easy to care for. One, if you are a traveler or you're just not sure when to water, 100% dry is not hard to figure out when to water them for sure. So 100% dry is 100% dry. Wide view of the sky will work. Even an indirect view of the sky will work. They will grow slower if they get indirect view or a low light situation. Yes, LSU fan, I do. I ship all over the US, but my big thing here is that I provide you plant care tips so you know how to take care of them. I do have items down in the showcase. Not everything down there can be shown today. A lot of things went out to the ship house and I didn't remember to grab an extra one for myself to leave behind to show you guys what we have going on. I don't know if I've got any whale. I don't have any whale fins down there. I do over on the HTTP though, if you want to check them out. So whale fin, yes. To those, I think it was Polo that said she got a whale fin for Christmas. Now you know how to take care of that precious baby. Now you saw the mother. Here is one of her last pups that she threw off, and I repotted her. She is big and pretty, just as big as mom height-wise, not as wide, but she'll get there. She's growing. Again, if you get those little strings on the side, go ahead and just clip them off. It's just them outgrowing their edge and it sheds. It doesn't hurt them if you leave them on there. If you're afraid to clip that off, that's fine. I understand. But sometimes they get snagged on your clothing if you reach across them. So that's a big thing. If you are purchasing plants this time of year, regardless if you're purchasing them from me or someone else and you're having them shipped to you, make sure you're grabbing insulation if they are not included in the plants. All right. Insulation is not included with my plant. You have to get that separately. It is winter protection. It is a packet. Grab that, put that in your cart. Even if you decide not to get it, you don't want me to have to chase you down to get that second invoice filled for your plant. The heat protection, winter protection is good for temperatures 32 to 50 over the next 10 days. If you are less than 32 degrees, we will hold your plant. And we will let you know we're holding your plant because it is just too cold and it's not safe for us to send you a plant, and to ensure that it should arrive more healthy than unhealthy when it does get to you, okay? So yep, this is a whale fin, similar to a snake plant. Very easy to care for. Wide view of the sky works best, 100% dry. We have no soil on there, so I'm just going to add him to the tray right here that we have the cactuses sitting in, and let him just kind of buddy up with them and drink more of that water. What do you do with used heat packs? You can just pitch them. They've usually done all they can do by the time they get to you. You can just pitch them out. I haven't found a great secondary use yet for them, but that's the best I can do. I have a huge aloe and there's tons of babies popping out. Should I leave them in there or take them out? That's up to you. If you like that really full look, by all means, leave them in there. If you are in need of repotting, you can go ahead and pull them out. I would wait to repot though till spring, just to help you not have a bunch of root rot issues, especially with aloe. They're very susceptible to that. Again, that is another plant that is 100% dry before you water it in the summer and or winter. Okay, I'm trying to get to my aloe that's back here so we can get it up here and you guys can see it. But I gotta move a lot of other plants in the process, so hold on. Oh, because this guy is big. She's a beauty. She's kind of falling over is what she's kind of doing at the moment. She is a hoss, as you guys can see. She's a beaut. She is definitely a beaut, Clark. Definitely a beaut. She lives over here in the corner. She gets direct view of the sky all day. South window. Loves the sun. This is all water storage, all right? So you don't water these guys very often. Think about it. They are desert plants. You do not see them get a whole lot of water in the desert. You're going to kind of replicate that in your home as well for these guys. Bright, bright, wide views of the sky. She has got a gangster lean like nobody's business. If you get a ding in them or they get kind of wimpy, more than likely they're not getting enough light, or you're overwatering, over-loving your plant. Again, get your stick, go all the way to the bottom. Of course, I hit one of the big juicy roots down there. Can't get through the big ones. I can get through the little ones with my stick. 100% down. Pull it out. Check it out. Hey, super fan, welcome in. Trying not to knock over the whale fin that's over here drinking at the same time. Good morning, Rosa. Good morning. So there you go. Big and beautiful, 100% dry. Most people over water these guys. Really important. If you think it's dry and you're kind of like, I don't know, that might be a speck of dirt on there, wait 3 more days and check it. It is not going to unalive itself in 3 days. They would rather be more dry than more wet. Again, 100% dry. I see a couple, I mean like literally specks of dirt on there. I am not going to water her until I see nothing. All right. She's again got some big beautiful roots. I can feel them poking through the side of the nursery pot here. I do have her in a decorative pot over here in the corner. I'm going to try and put her back and not clean off everything else that is stacked up over here. She is one that I definitely do not move very often just because she is huge. A huge, huge girl. Yes. So I'll show you where she sits now over here. See, she's right over there. She just sits in the corner. She collects that early morning sun, and then she gets the sun all day long while it goes across the front of the greenhouse. And she loves it. And then in front of her sits this beauty who's gotten ginormously tall. This is a Florida green beauty. Very, very tall, giving us lots of leaves. Is trellised up on a stake right here, tied with plant tape. If you don't have some plant tape, go do a search for plant tape in the TikTok shops. I can't do plant tape in my shop because I'm not an affiliate. I'm a business, so they don't allow me to do that. But you can go support another small business and pick that up. Or if you are an affiliate yourself, put it in your shop. Help out everybody else. These guys are big and beautiful. A lovely, lovely plant. She is going to be going to the farmer's market come spring, and hopefully she will find a new home. She does have a little bit of planty jewelry down here as well. And the plant jewelry, you see a lot of that stuff over in the TikTok shop right now. This is a Florida green beauty. Isn't she gorgeous? Simply, simply gorgeous. The biggest trick with these guys, in direct view of the sky, 25% dry in the summer, 50% dry in the winter. They have very, very thick stems on them, so they can handle the water storage. To go drier longer, it's okay. The other trick with them is to allow them to just kind of trellis up a little bit. All right, we're never trellising anything that has a leaf at the end that is a petiole. All right, trellis in between the petioles or the stems. Okay, that's the big thing with them. The more they climb, the more secure they are, the better off they are. I'm gonna have to get her a longer trellis before too long. But we have new growth right down here. I don't know if you guys can see that little bit of dash of green right there. So she's going to put a whole new shoot right there. They are very easy to propagate. You're gonna find the nodes and chop about 1 finger width below that, and you can regrow that. Got roots right here on a hole. You can see it with the sun behind me. There you go. See the roots right here? You could take this and grow a whole new plant right from there, or put it right down here and help this guy fill in more. Just depends on the look you want. Florida Green Beauty is what that one is. I believe I have some inventory of that one. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. I do. And I have the variegated and I have the ghost too, for those of you that are interested, down there as well. All right. So you can check them out. They might be more of a wish list plant. They just came off of a sale, so they are back to regular price. But if you are a super fan, you have codes and you can get them for way less. Hey, Kathy, how are you, friend? How are those planty babies doing? This is the mint of the Florida Green. It's supposed to have that striking white. If you have a plant that has really white leaves on them, they need more light than no light. Even though this is like an indirect view type of plant, you are going to, hey, thank you for your daily, friend. You are going to want to give them a little more light than the indirect. Find a spot where they get a little more than versus a little less. Yep, add it to your list there, Third Eye. Definitely want to look into these guys. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you, friend. So yep, they just kind of all hang out over here in the corner. Some of you guys may have not even noticed all of them over there, or it's just the way I sit or the camera angle. Sometimes you don't see all the plants that are right behind me, but there's a slew. All right, you guys. Thank you all for coming in today and getting all of your plant care tips. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for the 2026s, my friend. We are doing the love away all week. These bottom 2 items right here, when you send them, they get you registered for the Bugnetic or the biochar. If you send them in, you still love that Aglaonema behind me, huh? I know you do, Third Eye. So that gets you in the drawing for those. Thank you for becoming the title gifter, Rosa, on the Hearts In. Thank you. Look at you, my friend. 20 times you have been a title gifter. Congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. When you send these 2 items, you become registered on Friday. Towards the end of Friday's live, you do not need to be present. We will draw for the item in the love away. All right, and you could win the product, the Bugnetic or the biochar. Bugnetic is up here. Biochar is currently being hogged on the screen by the whale fin. Thank you, Dow, for the heart me or the heart flex. Thank you. And if you want to help us get to the 30 mark over here on the super fans, feel free to become a super fan. We're trying to get to 30 before the end of the year, and time is of the essence. We have 1 super fan going on in January, on January 12th at 8 p.m. We will do 2 of them if we can get to the 30 mark down there. So help us out with that to become a super fan. I'm so glad you learned something today, Travis. I try to make sure that everybody learns a little something every time they come in. You are more than welcome to join us each and every day. We're here Sunday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time zone is what I'm in. So check us out. If you can stay for 15 minutes, come stay for 15 minutes. If you can stay for the whole time we're here, by all means, please do. You're bound to learn more and more the more you hang out. So thank you all for coming in. I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Grab those engagement points up there. If you have a plus sign up here, make sure you click on it and go down and click all those black boxes that say claim. Those are your points that you earned for things that you did in here. That's how you level up. That's how you get your name up here like Rosa did. And look at Dude Dow went and collected all his points or their points, and they got to level 3. All right, we close out every live the same way, and it's just like a little mantra that I give you guys to leave and go back into the TikTok streets with, and that is be healthy, stay safe, be kind to each other, and above all else, my friends, keep flourishing. Until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Thank you all for coming in. It was great to see you. Hi, Paula. I see you just popped in. Polo, thank you for your heart me. Make sure you grab those points. I'm going to give you a hot second to grab them because I don't want to close the live and you lose your points. People do that to me all the time, and I'm like, what? Wait, I was trying to get that. Thank you for the heart me, my friend. Thank you for getting rooted and leveling up to level 18. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Greeting hearts from Dudao. Thank you. It's okay. We're doing well. I was actually thinking of you, Paula, the other day because I have Lego sets. I'm going to put them together. We're going to do some of that stuff in the future here on the live as well for extra lives. So you all, thank you so much for coming in, hanging out with me. I hope you guys got some great plant care tips. Thank you for taking us from number 13 in the campaign up to level 10. You know what? We are 26 points away from taking over number 10. Should we stick around for 26? 26 points is all we need, my friends. And 26, you can measure it with the amount of coin that it takes to send it. So yes, we're trying to get to the top 5, but we had to get to the top 10 first. So if you see something in the gift gallery and it is worth 26 points or more, look at that, Rosa, thank you. And the title gifter on top of it. You go, girl. Tomorrow we're gonna roll out the benefits of leveling up in the room and those types of things. We're going to get a jump start on that. So thank you all so very much for that. I'm waiting for it to refresh itself. It refreshes every minute. So I just got to wait for the minute to pass. Thank you for the club power. I definitely want to celebrate with all of you when we do level up. Paula became the title gifter of the roses. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate you so much. We do have the 2 up here as well. I know they say not to end a live without goals being met, but you know what? We're going to skit, scaddle, and skadoot here in just a second. I want to see. We are actually tied for 10th place. We tied it. She must be live right now, the girl who is look at you. Thank you, friend. So let's see. Can you change your goal so that it is me? Huh? That it's me? How? I can't change it to your name, sweetie. I wish I could. So it's not. Oh yeah, I can. I definitely can, but we met it, so we don't have to. And we're tied exactly, point for point. So the person who was in 10th place must be live right now. So, yep, they're watching and they're doing the dang thing over there. Thank you for becoming the title gifter of the roses. Look at Paula, easy come, easy go, my friend. Thank you all so very much for coming in and hanging out with us today. I appreciate you all. Look at you guys battling it out for the different title spots. I love it. Did you know that at the end of every month, when the title, or at the end of every week, I get a report that tells me who all my title gifters were. I take all of your names, I put you on a wheel. At the end of the month, I spin the wheel. And usually like 4 to 6 of you will get a message from me and saying, hey, you were picked. This is your love away that I'm giving you. Thank you. I love that thing. It is just too cute. Well, we just pushed her on down to number 10. We are now number 9, you guys. That's amazing. Yep, it just popped up on my screen. We're number 9. So hopefully we can hold it for a good chunk of the day. If not, maybe we'll go live later today and do some Legos that are plant inspired. If you want to know if I'm live, make sure you go over to my profile and ring my bell. That will definitely help you to know that I am live, because you'll get a notification saying, hey, I'm live, come join me. Or you can just watch my thought bubble. I tend to put stuff in my thought bubble and say, hey, I'll be live in 30 minutes, or I'll be live at 5:30 Eastern, see you then. Those types of things I put in there a lot of times too. So easy places to find out if I'm live outside of the 8 o'clock hour. But I do need to get going. I have plant bingo to get ready for this evening. So thank you all for helping me get to number 9. I appreciate you all so very much. Everybody have a great day. Stay healthy, be kind to each other, stay safe, and above all else, my friends, keep flourishing. Grab those engagement points.